differentiation of with respect to x for any function, that time we keep y and z are a constant. So here when we differentiated with respect to x, that time y square and z square we net is a constant function for a x, and the differentiation of x become 1, so we get y square z, right? Again we do the differentiation with respect to y, that time we keep x cube is a constant, then the differentiation is a y cube is equal to 3y square. Thus we get the differentiation of y with respect to differentiation of x cube minus x cube y cube is equal to minus 3x cube and a y square. Similarly, we differentiate this function with respect to z. This time we keep y and z is equal to constant. Thus, that we have to differentiate z cube. Thus, we get z 3z square. Thus, we get 3x square, y are constant and a z square. So, this is the divergent f, and we see that is a scalar quantity. Thus, from divergent f, we convert the vector function into scalar function. Now we evaluate this function with at the point 1, 0, 2. The value of divergent f at the point 1, 0, 2 is, thus that means x is equal to 1, y is equal to 0 and z is equal to 2. Put all this value in this function, divergent f function. Now we put y is equal to 0, then we get 0 square, z is equal to 2, then we get here 2. Again minus 3, x is equal to 1, the y cube, z is equal to, y is equal to 0, the 0 square. We put all the value in this function. Plus 3, x is equal to 1, thus 1 square, y is equal to 0, this is 0, and z square, this is z square. Thus we get the value here 0 into 2, 0. Again here is 0 available, so the product, the multiplication of this component is 0. Again we get 0. Therefore 0. Thus we get divergent f is equal to 0. So we see that it is a scalar quantity. Thus also the example is said that it is the solenoidal function. Now we calculate this function for the curl f. The curl f here fxyz is the again this function. Now we know the curl f is equal to del cross f is equal to determinant of I, j, k, del by del x, del upon del y, del upon del z, and then the f1. Here we put in our definition f1. So this here f1 is equal to x, y square, z, f2 minus x cube, y cube, and this is f3, x square, y and z cube. Then we do the expansion of this determinant. First we do the differentiation with of f3 with respect to y. So here del by del y, x square y minus z cube, minus we differentiate f2 with respect to z. Thus we get del upon del z minus x cube, y cube. Again we take minus j, that time we use first and third column. Thus we get we differentiate f3 with respect to x. Thus we get x square y del z and differentiate with respect to x, minus again we do in cross section del by del z and differentiate the x, y square, z. Also we know that the differentiation of y is become 1, so thus we get x square yz, and here there are no z, the differentiation of z become 0. Here thus we get Thus we get x square z cube minus 0. In second component, the differentiation of x is equal to 2x and y and z cube keep a constant. Thus we get 2xy z cube minus xy square. Again we do the differentiation of z for this function, and here z is only z, thus differentiation is 1, and xy square is the its constant coefficient. Thus we get minus 3x square y cube minus x y square. Here is the mistake, we have to do the plus sign. Thus here the minus keep in multiply this bracket with respect to minus, thus this term become minus and this term become plus. So here we have to do plus sign. Now the differentiation of a k, this one differentiated x, then we get 3 minus 3x square y, and differentiated z, then we get minus x y square. Now we have to find the value of this function at point 1, 0, 2. Also we know that in the applying the curl function to the vector function, then we get again a vector function. So curl function use on a vector function and you also get the vector function. Now we find the value at the point 1, 0, 2. So here we keep x is equal to 1, y is equal to 0 and z is equal to 2 in this x, y, z in this function. Thus we get x is equal to 1 square, z is equal to 2 square minus 0, 2, 1, 0, 2 cube. That we keep the value x is equal to 1, y is equal to 0 and z is equal to 2. Again we put the value in this function. Here we have minus 1, 0 square. Again we put the value x, y is equal to x is equal to 1, y is equal to 0. Then we get minus 3, 1 square, 0 square. Here we have to do plus 1 and 0 square. Thus we get here only this 1 square, that means 1, 2 cube is equal to 8, thus we get 8. Here 0 is available, thus the multiplication of this is equal to 0. Again the multiplication of 1 into g is 0. Again 0 is available, thus the multiplication of this term is also 0 and multiplication of this term is also 0. Thus we get I8 minus 0j plus k0. Thus also we can write 801. Thus we get the skull of f is a vector function which is a vector quantity. Now we see some theorem. If f and g are two differentiable vector functions, then divergent f plus g is equal to divergent f, that means divergent f plus divergent g. So here we know that divergent we apply on a vector function. So we know that f and g both are the vector function. So the addition also a vector function. Thus f and g also a vector function. Divergent f plus g, that means del dot f plus g. First we write the definition of del dot f. That means del by del x, del by del y, del upon del z, minus f g. We know that f and g both are differentiable function and we keep f is equal to f1, f2, f3 and g is equal to g1, g2 and g3. Then f plus g becomes f1 plus g1, comma f2 plus g2, comma f3 plus g3. Now we do the dot product of these two quantity. Then we get del by del x, f1 plus f2 plus del by del y, f2 plus g2 plus del by del z f3 plus g3. Here we can see del by del x f1 plus g1, del by del y f2 plus g2, del by del z f3 plus g3. Again we apply the rules of the differentiation of a addition of two function. So here we get del f1 upon del x plus del g1 upon x. Again we do same process with respect to y. So here we get del f2 by del y from these two, and again we apply del g2 function del g2 upon del y. Then after here del f3 upon del z, this one, and del g3, we apply the z function to g3. Thus we get del g3 upon del z. Now we keep out the common g1, f2 and g3. We keep in one side del f1 del x f function, that means add function, like this way. Del f1, f2 and f3, we separate f function, and again we separate g function, g1, g2, g3. So we can see that it is the definition of del dot f1 and it is the definition of del dot f2. That is, this is the divergent f and divergent g. Thus it is our proof. Now we see another theorem. If f and g are two differentiable vector functions, then curl f plus g is equal to curl f plus curl g. We know that if we have a true vector function, then the addition of a true function is also a vector function. Thus f and g is also vector function. Now curl f plus g is equal to del cross f plus g. Again the function f is equal to f1, f2, f3 and g is equal to g1, g2 and g3. Thus we do f plus g, then we get f1 plus g1, comma f2 plus g2, comma f3 plus g3. The definition of del and addition of f and g. Thus now we do the cross product. The v cross product, it is the we define as a determinant I, j, k, del by del x, del by del y, del by del z, f1 plus g1, f2 plus g2 and f3 plus g3. Now we expand this determinant. Thus we get I del f3 upon del y plus del g3 upon del y minus del f2 del z minus del g2 upon del z. Second component f3 upon del x del g3 upon del x minus del f1 upon del z minus del g1 upon del z. With respect to a k component, del f2 upon del x plus del g2 upon del x minus del f1 upon del z minus del g1 upon del z. Thus we again separate the f function and then after the g function. We separate from this component I, and the f function is del f3 upon del y, and the second one minus del f2 upon del z. Now we separate the g function from the g, f function from the g. Thus we get del f3 upon del x minus del f1 upon del z. From k component we separate f function. Thus we get del f2 upon del x minus del f1 upon del z. Now we again put the separate g function from the I. Thus we get I del g3 upon del y minus del g2 upon del z. From the j we get del g3 upon del x minus del g1 upon del z. From k we get del g2 upon del x minus del g1 upon del z. Thus we get, this is the definition of curl F. This one is the curl F and this one is the curl G. Thus we get del cross F plus, this is plus this is the curl F, that means del cross G. Thus curl F plus curl G is our proof. Thus we prove curl F plus G is equal to curl F plus curl G. Now we prove some identity. First, divergent curl F is equal to 0. Here F is the vector function because we curl function apply only on the vector function. So first we find divergent curl F equal to 0. First, let the function F is the vector function. So we define fxyz is equal to f1xyz, f2 of xyz and f3 of xyz in a 3 dimension. Thus, left hand side, divergent curl F. First we write curl F and the definition of del. Del divergent means del dot curl F1, F2 and F3. Curl means the dot cross product with respect to x, y, z of a function f1, f2, f3. Thus the definition of curl F is equal to I del f3 upon del y minus del f2 upon del z minus j cap del f3 upon del x minus del f1 upon del z plus k cap del f2 upon del x minus del f1 upon del y. Now we have three components. First component is this, second is this and third is this. We have to do the dot product with respect to x, y and z. Now we apply the process of the divergence. Thus we have to do the differentiation of this component with respect to x plus differentiation of this component with respect to y plus differentiation of this component with respect to z. Thus we get del by del x, this component, del f3 upon del y minus del f2 upon del z plus the dot product with